still turn around. Guess she's gonna sing her song now, yeah?
From ice, we Forresters born. To ice we all return. Father, brother, I've sworn to guard this rest you've earned. I'd bare my neck to wail in pain and swim the shivering sea. Paint slavers play in crimson rains to bring Ethan back to me. His final words faced with the sword chilled Ramsay to the bone. You will not have her, I am Lord, and I protect my own. Fight on, Ethan the brave. Old gods bear steel with you. Our Lord might win a hero's grave, so iron grows anew. Still iron grows anew.
I'm gonna guess that was the end of the episode. That was a nice moment. They have to leave. Okay, I was gonna say they have to leave off on that. Like, no cliffhanger. It's just making you want to know what's gonna happen next. But here you go.
What is going on?
Roderick, you have to do something. Lord Whitehill's son has arrived.
Griff Whitehill means to torment us. Nothing worse than a fourthborn with something to prove.
It was bad enough when it was just the soldiers.
We can't live with them under our roof.
So we kill them all in their sleep.
And follow my lead. You'll be taking your vows. You too, Tuttle. Time to start proving you're a brother.
Oh, the things we do for family. I wonder sometimes if it's worth it. All the sacrifices. Enjoy the wedding.
How much further to Marine?
A few days.
If the Lost Legion doesn't catch up to us first.
No. I overheard a couple of men whispering about the Lannister Guard. They're questioning people. Is there anything else we need to be worried about? What was that?
That was really loud. Alright. Even 81% of the players did not forge letter. I'm actually not too surprised about that. Even 35% of the players kissed the ring. I actually really wanted to be... I wanted to refuse it. I don't know why. I think it was mostly because they were like, you have to kiss my ring in order to see Ryan. In retrospect, it probably would have been better to refuse it and not see Ryan, because it just kind of gives Ryan false hope. It's like, I'm back home. Oh, wait. Damn it. I have to go back with them now. So, poor decision there. Probably should have refused the kiss, but oh well. You and 64% of the players lost Roderick's betrothal to Elena. Fucking god damn it, I made some poor decisions there. I was curious, and during one of the lengthier dialogue scenes where I was pretty sure I wouldn't have to be talking for a while, I'd actually, not gonna lie, I did look up what the possible outcomes of that were, and obviously it is possible to not lose her betrothal. Apparently the two options are this. One, you have to forge the letter to Marjorie. You have to forge the letter from Marjorie, which might sound tempting to do, and sounded tempting to me too, but I'm just concerned with the long-term repercussions of that, and the fact that she might figure that out, and then we'll never be able to ask her for another favor again, for sure. we already had to. I don't know. We already asked her a favor last time and didn't go so well. So we gotta have like a little cool down period before we can ask her for anything ever again. So she didn't do too much this episode. Actually, we didn't see Marjorie for that much, except for like a few. Only one scene, I think. Anywho, you and 90, or the other option to keep your betrothal to her, I believe, is to offer your ironwood. However, I just got finished. I think the irony of that is intentional in that you just finished with the. Excuse me. I believe that scene comes directly after the scene where you're talking with Tyrion about you being the sole supplier of ironwood, and I figured that I didn't have any more ironwood to give away. Fucking Whitehill's an asshole, and he's claimed all of our ironwood now, so he's obviously not going to be happy when he finds out that he's not going to be the supplier of ironwood. Fuck you. I'm giving him the middle finger right now, but you can't see me because I'm on the face cam. So that was an interesting decision. Hopefully we can get it back. That'd be great if we could get it back. Hopefully one little mistake there isn't going to be long-term destructive, but chances are probably not. It would probably end up the same way either way. It would probably, even if we didn't lose her betrothal, I don't know, it might be like her dad might just say like, fuck it, you're not getting married anyway. So who knows? We'll see what plays out. You and 95% of the players stood up for Cotter after he stole Finn's knife. I wouldn't say stood up. I was kind of persuading him to. I was trying to actually convince him to own up to it, but I don't know. I guess if that counts as standing up, sure, I did that, I guess. I'm trying not to make enemies here, so I was trying to, I don't know, be kind. I stood up for Finn for whatever reason, even though he's a complete asshole. So we'll see how that plays out. It probably won't amount to much. We'll all have to, and at the end of the day, it'll most likely end up we'll just all have to band together and fight some wildlings or whatever. So we'll see what happens there. And you 90% of the players killed Mira's attacker. I feel like that one's not too big of a deal because fucking. I really feel like it would be an obvious choice because he could easily just see what's his name, Damien. He could easily just see you again later and be like, hey, I'm supposed to kill you, and then he'll just try to finish the job or something. So I figured that would be a good idea. Apparently 90% of the players agreed with me. Chances are probably not. Killing people usually comes back to bite you in the ass and these kind of things, but we'll see. So I was at the majority for most of the stuff. The one of them that I was not in the majority, I wish I had not done, and the one that I was, the 64%, I wish I had. I definitely don't think forging the letter would have been a good idea, and I don't think that promising the Glenmore's ironwood would have been a good idea either. So we'll see how it plays out. We've got 4 more episodes after this. 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we got 4 more episodes after this to see how things go down. So we're gonna have some credits here. Oh. Well, we already heard the song, but very interesting. That was episode 2 of 6, ladies and gentlemen. I thought it was pretty good. You know, that seems like the trend with a lot of the Telltale stuff is episode 1 and 5 tend to be the strongest, just because that seems logical. Episode 1 is where you get all hyped up for it and like, yeah, this is gonna be awesome. And then 2 to, well, actually this one has 6 episodes, but let's assume it has 5. Usually episodes 2 through 4 are just like whatever, just filler, but I think actually a lot happened this episode. It bounced around a lot, but a lot got done. We didn't necessarily progress Asher, but that's because we just got introduced to him. So his plotline should be interesting to see if we can get a sellsword army, because it's looking more and more like it's going to be necessary, especially since Tyrion seems to think that we're going to go to war with the Whitehills, which would be awesome, by the way, because the Whitehills are fucking assholes who just need to just burn. So we'll see how that plotline plays out with Asher. Back at Ironrath, we are now in control of Roderick, who was I guess definitely a surprise comeback. He was literally in episode 1 for about 10 seconds, where you just see him get stabbed, and that's it. So he gets stabbed and then hit by a horse. So I definitely thought he was dead, but they brought him back. So he's a character now. We'll see how that plays out. He's obviously physically crippled, probably not going to recover from that. So it's going to have to be a lot of It's going to be a lot of mental games with Roderick and trying to fend off the White Hills. So I do regret kissing that ring. I do regret it. I did make a terribly dumb decision. I don't know. I really feel like it could be to my benefit to have secured Elena's loyalty, because fucking all I had to do, she literally even hints to it, like, I love you, man, but gotta be practical. And then I was like, but I love you. And that was dumb. I don't know why I did that. That was really dumb. If you're talking from a practical approach, selling her the ironwood would probably be a good idea, but oh well. Can't go back and redo the decisions. Actually, you can, but I'm not going to. Just gotta live with the consequences. So that's the Ironrath plotline. We also got to see Garrett Tuttle's plotline at the wall. He kind of just got dropped off there last episode. We didn't see anything after that, but not too much progression on his side either. It's just kind of, I don't know. I feel like with Garrett, it's kind of like they were just like, all right, he's at the wall now. Well, what now? Fucking, I don't imagine there's too. All right, so that was interesting. The game decided to crash at the end of those credits there, so I don't know what I was saying. I think I was talking about Garrett. Yeah, I was talking about Garrett. They kind of just threw him at the wall there and just like, all right, you're at the wall now. Have fun with that. So we'll see what plays out with him, because I really don't know what kind of effect you can have. Like, we keep emphasizing that we're here to help the Forresters, but I really don't know how you can help the Forresters from the wall, except for like metaphysically just being like, I'm doing this for my family. So we'll see what happens with that. So yeah, Garrett, we proved that we're a fighter, I guess. We did pretty well with the training. We didn't flub up anything as far as I can tell. So we did that. But other than that, Garrett didn't really go anywhere. I already talked about Roderick's plotline, talked about Asher. Mira. We got Mira. So okay, yeah. As you can see from the screen right here, there are 4 playable characters now. But Mira's plotline actually might be the most interesting one, I think. It's fucking King's Landing, so you know that there's always going to be shit going down there. It's not going to be violent. Well, actually, this episode it was, but there's a lot of politics there, and you gotta be careful with your words, obviously. I was not too kind to Sarah, albeit unintentionally. I wanted to say something like, I will I'll try to help you. There was no option that was just like, I'll try, not just like yes or no. It was like, what did I say exactly? It was like, I have my own family to look out for. So that was kind of a selfish move, but honestly, fucking in King's Landing, it's probably best to look out for yourself and choose your allies wisely, because I guess looking at it from a different perspective, I don't see how Sarah could be that helpful of an ally. So we'll see, though. I don't know. But we'll see how her plotline plays out, because we just made a deal with Tyrion, per se, to be the sole supplier of ironwood. So I think that was good, but he wants a favor from us, so we'll see what that is. So you can see your choices here one more time before we leave here. Not that. Let's go to the right. There we go. Yeah, so I regret this decision and wish this one had worked out better. So yeah, when we come back next time, we'll see how things play out for episode 3 out of 6. So we're a third done with the series. This is fun. It's good stuff.
Make the ground shake.